Dolphins are up. What hath Don Shula wrought this year? Let's take a look in New York City, George.
Thank you, Bob. We are waiting on the Miami Dolphins in their selection, which would be the 27th selection in the first round. Then to come would be the New England Patriots in the final selection of the first round after swapping with the San Francisco 49ers.
Am I allowed to handicap it, or am I out of
Quick pick.
Lorenzo Hampton, halfback, and New England Kevin Glover, center.
Okay, let's go to the commissioner.
Miami Dolphins. First round selection, running back, Lorenzo Hampton of Florida.
All right. I can't believe it.
Paul Zimmerman.
That's good. Now you're going to have to pay him the $10 if you just did the guy on the table to give you the call.
I have to get both of them to pay off.
New England Patriots are up next. We'll be checking out their selection when we return to ESPN's live and continuous coverage of the 1985 National Football League Collegiate Draft. How about Lorenzo Hampton out of Florida?
Don Shula fell in love with him. He's got big hands. He can catch the ball. He's a possession-type guy. Shula was down there, you know, close by Florida. Shula was down there twice to look him over and fell in love with him.
Well, they have over the last couple of years, the Dolphins. In '82, of course, they kept 9 people from the draft in '82. In '83, they take Marino as a 27th pick. They also got Roby out of '83, which is a significant draft for them. So drafting that deep certainly didn't hurt them in that particular year.
You know, it's an old, actually, if you know what you're doing, even if you draft low down, it's not bad. If you don't know what you're doing, you can draft in any spot and you won't hurt yourself.
Paul, you look at the Miami and New England selections and reaction?
Well, anytime Shula and Miami Dolphins pick, whoever they pick, you know he's going to play. I agree with Paul in that situation.
All right, let's wrap up the first round in regard to those positions that were taken in the first round, almost identical to a year ago. There were 6 offensive linemen taken in the first round this year. Last year, there were 5 offensive linemen taken. There were 6 defensive linemen taken this time around. There were 6 defensive linemen taken a year ago as well. Linebackers this time around, there were a total of 5 linebackers and 5 wide receivers taken. Last year, there were a total, in terms of the linebacker position, of 6 linebackers taken in the first round. So you can see, as we've discussed prior to the draft, very similar to the last year. We're talking about the big beef up front and the meat and potatoes.
You don't want to call it a herd mentality because there was no stampede. Everyone knew coming in you'd see a lot of linemen picked. You wouldn't see any quarterbacks picked. They always measure, of late, the 1983 draft and calling it the quarterback draft. And yes, the last guy to go that year was Dan Marino, Kenny O'Brien, trying to make his bones with the Jets, Tony Eason, Jim Kelly, Todd Blackledge. First-round quarterbacks. We have not seen a first-round quarterback over the last 2 years.
That's no surprise. You may not see one today, Bob, until the 4th or 5th round, although this could be one of those positions where some team may want to take a shot with a quarterback, a team that was in the Kosar hunt, didn't come out with him, and may overdraft. In other words, a lot of teams, Mel, don't even list the next couple of quarterbacks, Bono, Calabria, Reich, maybe, till the 4th or 5th round, but you may see some sneak in, or we may not have any by the time we go off the air, because we'll be about the 4th round at 4 o'clock.
I think you'll see somebody, Chris, and I think the 3rd round would be good for a guy like Reich, Randall Cunningham at UNLV. You mentioned Bono, Calabria from Colgate. I think all 4 of those quarterbacks will be going by the 4th round.
I remember last year we were sitting here going, where's Boomer? Where's Boomer? For a while we were doing that with the wide receivers, but where are the quarterbacks? We might have to wait a bit, Bob.